Jake here.
Lynn's.
Lynn's here. It's been a good week. I'm calling this my final week of training for the Mount Charleston Marathon. I think since I wasn't quite sure if I was going to do it or not, I wasn't really training for it. So I kind of packed about 8 to 12 weeks of training into 1 month and probably didn't do it like the book says to do. But we'll kind of go through my week of running and Lindsay, what she's been up to. She's still got Fargo Marathon on the books, which we still need to sign up for.
I know. Whoops.
But that's okay. We'll be able to get into that, no problem. And hopefully get into Grandma's Marathon.
Yes.
Yes, because we already have a place to stay. So that would be marathon number 2 for the summer for Lindsay. With how many more she'll do, I don't know. Madahay, and then some fall ones.
Yes.
Yep. And then who knows, she might get a marathon done in training as well. You never know.
Right.
Because I've got some big ones coming up. 50 milers this summer just for training. So
yeah.
All right, Monday. How was work this week? You made it to work all week.
I did.
Yeah.
Nope. Monday I was not.
Oh, that's right.
Sick daughter.
Yep, that's right. Okay, well, maybe next week we'll get a full weekend.
Maybe next week.
Monday morning, I got up. I ran 4 miles downhill, got off work, 4 more miles downhill, so got 8 in for the day. Did you get any in?
Yes. 4 as well. Just one round of 4
Perfect.
that day. Yeah.
Good. And then Tuesday, I got 8 miles in the morning, all downhill. Our dog out for a run out on the trail in the back here. So that was good. It was really windy out though, but got a couple more miles in that way.
I still need to jump in and do that one of these days back there.
It's cool.
Yeah.
It's different.
Kind of waiting for the weather to warm up a little. I was supposed to teach class.
That's right.
It got canceled, so I jumped into a cycle class at Fly Fitness. It was awesome, and I did that, and that was my cardio for the day, was the cycling. So,
are you done feeling sick? Yeah,
like my dry throat. I think it's just dry, honestly.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
It's still winter.
Well, and then last week was different, but this week, of course, then like dry throat. Like we're just over winter here in Fargo.
All right, Wednesday started with me teaching at Ride, my normal day, my normal morning, back in my routine. It was a good class. Linz, you showed up?
I did.
Yep,
I wasn't late. I was on time.
It was good. It was a good class. It was fun. And then I jumped on the treadmill when I got home, got 6 more miles in. You taught the class right after me.
Yes.
I'm sure it was a blast.
2 cycling classes, and I don't think I ran that night when I got home. It was kind of last week was a blur.
Yep.
As you can tell. I should write notes.
Yeah. Notes are good. Thursday started with, well, I had the day off on Thursday because I got to work Saturday. So if I work a Saturday, I get a day off during the week, and I worked it out because my kids are on spring break. So I had Thursday off. Lindsay taught at Ride, 5:15 a.m. I jumped into that class. I did not work very hard. I'll admit it. But that's okay. Because then
we got the blood pumping a little.
Yeah.
Heart rate up a little.
So at Ride, they have a board that'll show kind of your stats, and it'll show the group average, either like RPMs or power. And those are the 2 we like to push when we teach class or take a class. It's kind of fun to do. So when they push power, when Lindsay's teaching and pushes power and I'm riding, that's about the only time I'll try on a morning like that. Like a 20-second anaerobic effort for me, and then I just ride it out.
Yeah.
So I got done that cycling class. I got home quick, and I got 14 miles in downhill. I kind of went a little faster because I had to bring my kid over. They didn't have school, but I had to bring him over to the school because he had baseball tryouts at 8:30. So I wanted to get as many miles in before 8:30 when I had to take him over there. So I ended up with 14 in, and I kept upping the pace as I got closer to 14 because I wanted to at least get to 13, and I managed to get to 14. I felt really good getting off the treadmill after 14. I had some my overnight oats that I make.
Oh, yeah.
My overnight oats, oatmeal, milk, some pudding mix, and then honey, and then blueberries in it after it's all done in the morning. It's
Still
pretty
need to
good.
try it,
Yeah.
actually. I haven't
The
tried your concoction.
I
I've
think
tried others,
the
but
pudding is the secret in there. Just gives it a little flavor. Um, so he did not make the team. He's an 8th grader, but next year it's his goal is to make one of the high school teams or JV, whatever. But so then I got home, finished out 6 more miles, and I did. As soon as I started, I was like, "Oof, this is going to be a long 6 miles." But after the first mile, got sweat going again, and I just did a mile at easy pace, kind of medium, and then finished the 3rd mile at like a 7-minute pace or 6:50, I think maybe. And then I backed it down to easy pace for 4, bumped it up for 5, and then finished hard for that mile 6 or 20, whatever it ended up being. But and man, I felt good after that. And I had one thing I did do, these BPN, I'm on the BPN train. Nick Bear, if you're watching this ever, I'm gonna come down to the ranch one of these days and do your 24-hour race. I'm just gonna put that here. But these
goals.
gels, I have a hard time with gels, and I wanted to get something to use for this Mount Charleston Marathon that because I want to do this right. The regular gels, just I don't like the mouthfeel of them, you know, like the consistency of them, and one or two, and then I'm like, I don't want any more. So then I have no nutrition. But these are all natural, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like
Yeah.
they're kind of like applesauce consistency.
Well, this
They're
one has caffeine.
Yep, I took one of those. I
Yeah.
took this one and that one. Um, this one here, like applesauce. It's good. It's almost a little too sweet though, so make sure you got water with it. But overall, man, that's what's coming with me on race day.
Yeah, it's like juice concentrates, brown rice syrup, a little bit of salt.
Yeah.
But yes, they are sweet, but you just guzzle a little water and they taste really good.
And then I did the BPN electrolytes that same run too.
Mm-hmm.
Like a 20, what are those bottles? 24 ounce?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, but that was good. And then the kids and I just had a good day, rest of the day. Saturday worked. What did you do Friday? Anything?
Rest day. Blisters are still here and large and in charge. So I'm still trying to figure that out.
Trying new things yet.
But
yeah.
yes, maybe my feet just need to get used to all these miles too, because I backed off quite a bit of running and now I'm kind of picking it up again. So I'm hoping that once I get some more of these miles in, that they'll just become a little calloused and then they won't break into a blister anymore. So, but the feature socks are still really good. They're awesome.
Yep.
I only have one pair. So when they're dirty, then I have to wear something else. My Amazon ones, they're decent. But
Peace. Saturday, woke up, got 1 mile in. I have to run before work. I have to run in the morning. I just
get like,
my mental,
yeah,
I need that. I got 1 mile in quick, got in the shower, got to work. Good day of work.
Yeah.
Got 6 miles in after work just because there was really nothing going on. So you had a big day.
This was a solid day. 13. I did a 13 miler on the treadmill. It was super windy outside. I was hoping that I could run outside, but I just didn't want to fight the wind. So another treadmill run, like 13 in. I did feel good. Every 4 miles, I did the apple cinnamon, which again tastes really good. And then ketones, I have a couple bottles left of that. I should have brought that over here, but they're good. I think they help too. And then halfway through, I was like, I'm starving. So I went and grabbed a piece of bread and smothered some peanut butter on it and like scarfed it down quick and like jumped back on the treadmill. So I can do weird things like that. Like Jake's like, I can't do peanut butter when I'm running. Like
that's
whatever.
my one thing I can't is peanut butter.
I can just like, yeah. Wait till you hear what I run on these like trail runs when I do ultras. It's kind of weird, but it works for me. So
we'll get into that another
13 was solid, and then today, Sunday, got 8 in. So my feet need a little break.
Yeah. Yeah. Sunday for me started. I got to teach at Ride this morning, so I was there for a little bit. Lindsay woke up not feeling good.
Yeah, just like dry. Just throw it. Yeah.
So she texted and I said, just sleep in. I don't, you're not going to miss anything with me teaching. And then just kind of overnight, it snowed and it's icy out and just windy again. Weather is just not cooperating, which is fine. So I've had a big week. So I figured, well, I'll get another 12 miles in today, and I'm going to call it good for this training. So I finished the week with 70 miles, and it's been a long time since I've done that. So
Hmm.
it felt good to do it, and I don't feel my legs feel great. So I'm hoping that back off the miles, 2 weeks till this race starts, and
Yeah.
see what happens. Maybe 310 for sure. I'm
Good.
feeling better about it than I did 2 weeks ago. That's for darn sure. But yeah,
Awesome.
how many miles did you get in total? About, I know you don't have a sheet.
Probably like 35.
Yeah, that's a good week.
Yeah.
Kind of ramping it up a bit.
Yeah.
And then hopefully once this snow melts and then get outside with better temps and no wind,
Hmm.
less wind, we can start getting some outside miles in, some track workouts. That'll be fun. I'm looking forward to that.
I love track workouts.
Yep.
So fun. Yeah.
All right.
All right. Well, that's a wrap for this week.
Can't wait. 2 weeks to go.
Yes.
And 10 weeks for you,
Yeah.
Fargo. Well, me too. I'll be there too.
Yeah.
But
I'm feeling good about it.
yeah, I think a good start right now will be key.
Callus up these feet and we'll be good to go.
That's right. All right.
All right.
See you next time.
Bye.